Working outside.
Penny X.
Chapter 33, verse 3. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Call upon me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things which thou knowest not. Also, man, John 9, 3, 1. So that's John 9, chapter 31 says, Now we know that God heareth not sinners, but if any man be a worshiper of God, and doeth his will, him he heareth. So what I'm basically saying today is, man, it's such an awesome, wonderful day, man. These little podcasts or these little messages was never designed to be for anybody else. It was just strictly for me to be able to give myself more accountability, more growth, to be able to have a self-chat with myself, almost kind of like a therapy session with myself, just to become a better individual. So today, it's been an awesome day. I came through with my lady today. I'm in Spartanburg, South Carolina. And so we're one with God and walking his ways like 100%. So one of the main things is I got to be more accountable to things, like my attitude toward just life, or if I get upset about certain things, I get a little frustrated, and I lack patience. Patience and vulnerability are my two keys that I really have to work on. Like, I got to be more patient with things. If things ain't the way I want them to go, it frustrates me because I'm so key on time. It has to be fast. It has to be in my time. But the only thing and the only way things will ever work is if it's in God's time. Being more vulnerable, not knowing all the answers, but knowing who I need to go to for those answers. And that tells you that in Jeremiah 3 and 3, it's 33 and 3. Call upon me, and I will answer thee, and show thee great and mighty things that you know of not. So leaning to God and not to my understanding, trusting the Lord with all my heart, leaning not to my own understanding, and acknowledging him in all of his great ways. So without God, I can do nothing. Now, the problems that I have is what they call Part X. Part X are blocks of evolution, voices of impossibility, giving up, just fear. And God doesn't give us a spirit of fear. So we shouldn't be fearful. We should want to go and do things and have things and just go forward. And I know that a lot of things that we want in this life, God is going to give us and allow us to have, but we have to trust him completely. Another key that I learned is called pearls on a string. So these pearls on a string is, even if it's a small thing that you're doing, you have that space, that line. So you have a line, and then you have the pearl, line, and then the pearl. I think we get to a point in life where we just, like, if it's not a big thing, then we're not progressing. We're not doing anything positive. I think you got to understand that even the smallest, minute level of success, waking up in the morning, all of these are pearls that's on the string. All these positive things you can continue to add. And I think if you focus more on those positives and not, oh, it got to be so grand or it got to be so big, then I feel like you'll start understanding and appreciating, hey, I'm winning in this life. I'm doing something greater in this life. I'm moving forward in this life, and just be thankful for what God is doing within you. So, day by day, I just say, continue to grow. Alexander, you need to continue to grow. You need to be better for not only yourself, but for your family members, for your children, for your dad, and for your mom, and honoring them and showing them, hey, you've raised an awesome son. So many blessings and so many things that I've seen, and that are great because specifically God is so awesome in it. So one key thing that my uncle said is, I'd rather have God and not need him than to need him and to not have him. And so what that is to say is, a lot of people are, Christians, we know who God is, and it's awesome to have him. It's times where everything is going good, and I'm not needing God to say, hey, God, do this for me, or I need something from you. Lord, I just want to tell you thank you right now for what you've already done for me, giving me your Holy Spirit and trying to walk with that and with the wheels of life. But if you're not a believer and you don't have God, when you need help with something, who is there to help you? Who do you feel is the one that's going to love you and bestow all of those things and that energy into you? You don't have it. So you'd rather have God and not need him, meaning that you're always in need of him. God is always there. He's always going to love you, but it's not a specific need that you want for him. Hey, you happy with life. You where you need to be. You stable and you grounded. But you'd rather have God and not need him than to need him and to not have him. So that's the key for the day, man. Y'all be blessed. Remember, it's your time. It's 11:12. Straight like that.